Here's lesson 18, and for our plans today, we're going to be taking a look at estimating the quotients. And so just like we did kind of yesterday, it's really kind of using your math facts to make it the easiest way you can. And there's, different ways to do it and not just one way. So long as you're pretty close, that's really what matters. So taking a look at this one, here we've got 8,328 divided by 41. And so they've just said, oh, well, I know that 4 times 2 gets me 8. So they said 8,000 divided by 40. And 4 goes into 8 2 times. Here's what happened with the zeros. This one canceled this one. And so now we have 2 that are left over, and they come on down. Now let's take a look at, I'm going to skip on down to E. This one I picked because thinking about a couple different possibilities here, I know that if we go 60, we're probably going to want to round this to, we could say 3,600 because 6 times 6 is 36. Or if we rounded this to 70, and that one's going to get us pretty close as far as the other one goes. If we say that's 70, I know that 7 times 4 is 28. And so then we can just say that's 2,800. That 0 takes out that one. 7 times 7 gets us the 28, and we bring our 0 on down. The other way on that one also too could have been if we said go from 60, and instead of saying 6 times 6, we could have said 6 times 5. 2,800 is close to 3,000, isn't it? And so then if we're dividing, this one cancels this one. I know 6 times 5 gets me 30. So we've taken out that part so far, and we have another 0 to add. So anywhere between 50 and 70, we're pretty close. Let's take a look at this one right here. I know that 7 times 7 gets me 49, which is pretty close to 50. So this 0 is going to cancel this one. 7 times 7 gets me 49, and then we have a 0 along for the ride. Next one, this one's super stinking easy. You could say 8,000 divided by 80. I know that this 0 is going to cancel this one. I know 8 times 1 gets me 8, and then we have 2 zeros along for the ride. Now let's cruise on down to a word problem real quick. 91 boxes of apples hold a total of 2,605 apples. Assuming that each box has about the same number of apples, estimate the number of apples in each box. So in that case, what we could do is we could go ahead and say, let's see, 9 times what gets us close to 26? I know 9 times 3 gets me close. So if I say we're dividing by 90, and then I know 9 times 3 is 27, and then we just convert the other two things to zeros there. I know we can do that. 9 times 3, let's cancel out our zeros here. 9 times 3 gets me the 27, and then our 0 comes along for the ride. That's one way to do it. Another way, let's think here. I know that, so that would be 9 times 3. Let's say 9 times 4 is going to be 36. That one's going to be kind of big. Let's make it 2,800. And I know that if we round down to 70 now, because remember we had that one on one of our other problems, 7 times 4. So let's go ahead and try that one. So then we're going to have 7 times 4 gets us our 28, and we've got a 0 that's along for the ride. So now we've got kind of a range, anywhere between 30 and 40. And I'm going to check it on my calculator to get you the actual answer so that you can actually kind of see how close we came. So I'm putting in 26 on my phone right next to me here, 2,605 divided by 91. And the actual answer is 28. So we're slightly below, but we're within range. We're doing all right. All right. So tonight's homework, what I'm going to ask you to do is right here, our exit ticket. And I'm going to ask you to pick 2 of them, please. So let's write that on here. Pick 2. All right. Thanks. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.